Master Lao Tzu. Wherever I travel, I see people wanting more. More money, more possessions, more recognition, more experiences. Even after achieving what they once dreamed of, satisfaction disappears, and another desire quickly takes its place. It feels as though our hearts have become endless containers that can never be filled. Why does human desire keep growing? And is there a way to live with abundance without becoming a prisoner of endless consumption?
When a cup is already full, adding more water only causes it to spill. The human heart is much the same. Desire is not born from what we lack, but from forgetting what is already enough. Watch the valley below these mountains. It receives every stream because it remains low and empty. Its emptiness is its strength, not its weakness. Yet people fear emptiness, so they try to fill every silence with possessions, every insecurity with praise, and every moment with another pursuit. The more they gather, the more they believe they must protect, and peace quietly leaves them. The Tao does not ask you to reject wealth or comfort. It asks whether they serve your life or whether your life now serves them. A tree does not become greater by growing countless branches without deepening its roots. Likewise, a person becomes truly rich not by increasing what they own, but by decreasing what they believe they cannot live without. When gratitude grows, endless wanting begins to fade, and what once seemed ordinary becomes more precious than anything that could ever be bought.
One fear seems to rule almost every part of modern life: the fear of what other people think. We hesitate to speak honestly, hide our true selves, and measure our worth by strangers' opinions. A single criticism can stay in our minds for years, while 100 kind words are quickly forgotten. Why do we give so much power to the judgments of others? And how can we live freely without becoming trapped by their approval?
Stand beside a quiet lake at dawn, and you will see the mountains reflected upon its surface. If the wind becomes restless, the reflection trembles, yet the mountains themselves have not moved. So it is with your true nature. The opinions of others are like the wind. They disturb only the surface, unless you mistake the reflection for who you are. A person who depends on praise will also become a servant to criticism, for both are chains forged by the same hand. The Tao does not ask you to seek admiration or to reject it. It invites you to know yourself so deeply that applause and blame pass through you like passing clouds across the open sky. A flower does not bloom to convince the forest of its beauty. It blooms because blooming is its nature. When you live according to your own nature, instead of chasing approval, you discover a freedom that no compliment can increase and no criticism can take away. In that quiet freedom, your life becomes as steady as the mountain, no matter how the winds may blow.
Many people carry dreams deep within their hearts, yet they never act on them. They fear being judged, making mistakes, failing in public, or walking a path that no one around them understands. So they choose the safety of conformity, even when it slowly drains the life from their spirit. Why are we so afraid to do something different? And how can we find the courage to follow our own path?
Look at the river as it leaves the mountain. It does not ask the rocks for permission before choosing its course, nor does it compare its journey with another stream. By remaining true to its nature, it eventually reaches the sea. People become afraid because they borrow their direction from the crowd instead of listening to the quiet voice within. The crowd offers comfort, but comfort often asks you to abandon yourself. The Tao never urges you to be different merely for the sake of being different. It asks only that you do not betray your own nature. A seed buried beneath the earth does not fear that no one can yet see it. It simply grows. Some will misunderstand your path, and others may even mock it, but their voices cannot shape your destiny unless you hand them your heart. Walk gently, remain humble, and let your actions speak more loudly than your fears. When your life flows in harmony with the Tao, the need for approval fades, and courage no longer feels like force. It becomes as natural as a tree reaching toward the light.
Master Lao Tzu, my final question is the one that has followed me throughout my journey. In the world I come from, success is measured by wealth, influence, achievements, and the admiration of others. We spend our lives climbing higher, afraid that stopping means falling behind. Yet, many who reach the top still feel empty inside. What does true success really mean? And how can a person build a life that remains fulfilling, even when time, fortune, and praise inevitably fade?
The tallest tree in the forest does not proclaim its greatness. It simply offers shade to those who rest beneath it. So it is with a life lived in harmony with the Tao. Success is not how high you stand above others, but how deeply your roots touch the earth. A person who chases recognition is like one who tries to hold the wind in open hands. The tighter the grip, the sooner it escapes. Wealth may visit, and it may leave. Praise may rise like the morning mist and disappear before noon. But a peaceful heart remains untouched by both gain and loss. Do your work with sincerity, speak with kindness, and let your actions flow as naturally as water finding its course. When you no longer measure your worth by comparison, every step becomes complete in itself. Then success is no longer a destination waiting in the future. It is the quiet way you walk today. Remember this: the one who lives in harmony with the Tao has already arrived, even while the journey continues.